Hey guys, and we are back again to conversate with another beautiful person, which I personally adore. It's Daria Yehorova. She's graphic design wizard, art director of M87 Publishing, and founder of Dyvna Agency. I would say that if you want to develop TTRPG in Ukraine and you want an awesome design, and you ask me who who to talk with, I say talk to Daria because she is just great in doing designs and making like a great design systems for us. So I am really grateful that you joined our festival. We're happy to have you here. But before we start, I'd like to remind you that Roleplay Ukraine Festival is fundraising for first aid medical supplies for Ukraine. So I guess you would see now links in chat for these fundraisings. And I must say that there is no small donations. Every bit counts, and we are really grateful for your help for Ukraine. So let's jump into this conversation. Daria, can you tell us how you become interested in TTRPGs?
Okay, first of all, I'm flattered you introduced me. I like the graphic design wizard term. I think I might use it for myself and self and take it into the presentation the next time I go somewhere. And how do I get into TTRPGs is pretty simple. I was a graphic designer, and a friend of mine recommended me to another group of guys who were playing D&D and stuff, and were like, okay, we have a YouTube channel and we make some games. Do you want to design something for us? And I was like, okay, this sounds interesting, because I didn't want to be one of those graphic designers who work with building companies or manicure salons. It's nothing bad in these fields. It's just I'm not feeling them. I'm always was a geek, kinda, sorta, and collected different comic books, games, etc., etc. So when the guys came to me and said, "Do you wanna make something fun?" And I was like, okay, I would love to. I made graphic design for them, and after that, I've decided to play with them, and practically was enslaved in graphic design terms. I was designing everything and playing a lot with them, and fell in love with this hobby. And now I cannot imagine my life without it, because nowadays it feels every part of my day. I have even teeny tiny dices in my purse everywhere I go, just in case, I don't know, somebody asked me something about this hobby. I can show them these little trinkets, which are, I think, essential, because this hobby is very tactile and fun, and can be this source of light, which we nowadays need a lot. Yeah, so this is how I get into the hobby.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to ask if that dark times that we have here in Ukraine, unfortunately, because the war came to Ukraine and changed a lot of things for all the people. So many have gotten like in depression and felt that they have no powers, no energy to live their lives. But you became the art director of M87, and you found Dyvna Agency in these times and start developing Ukrainian content. How how do
Uh,
you do
so
this?
so first of all, remember the pun and the joke about the slavery. It's not literal slavery, but I put a lot of heart and time into that project, which unfortunately fell apart when the war, full scale war, came. and I was left with nothing. I was like, okay, who am I now? I'm not a TTRPG streamer now. I have nothing. Nobody tells me what to do. I don't know what to do. And you know, when you have something bad that happens, when you have this uh, threat, you feel, first of all, you feel a little bit of fear, but also you feel a lot of rage for what they've done, because they've destroyed so many lives in different ways, in physical ways, in mental ways, and uh, with this rage you actually can do a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, I cannot fight, I cannot shoot, I cannot I know, make strategic things for the war itself. But I work with visual, I work with art, I work with culture, and the culture is another thing which is being hunted. Like a lot of Ukrainian books now at the war territory are being burned and thrown away just because of the language. And uh, I located in Uzhhorod. Here I'm safe. It's probably the most safest place in Ukraine right now, and I have this novelty of having this safety, and I have myself intact, and I can do stuff. And I was feeling a lot of rage, which brought me to the thought that I need to do what I do best. I need to do great visual work and show that Ukrainians are so powerful at what they do. They could do magnificent work, and my work is to enhance it. My work is to help a project as M87 Games, Idea Roll, Architectica, Roleplay Ukraine, to make it pop, to make it shine, to make it visible. And yeah, of course, I was a little bit petrified, but overall, I was like, okay, I need to get my shit together. I need to get some people to work with who I can count on and who can feel my vibe and share this energy. And I gathered my Dyvna Agency. I will talk about it a little bit later. But these are girls. They're fearless. One of them actually is situated in Lviv, and sometimes she's like, okay, so there was an air alarm, I woke up anyway, so I'll just do work and send something me at 5 a.m. And I'm like, Rena, what the fuck, get some sleep at the shelter, please. But you know, this thing, horrible thing, war, full scale war, it puts everything where it belongs. Like, you get very clear image of who is your friend, who's your enemy, who you want to work with, who do you want to even share the same breath and the same air. And you I realized a lot of stuff by then. And Alexander, the friend of mine, the founder of M87 Games, he founded this publishing, which I'm gonna talk a little bit more about, and I probably do right now, because hey, why not? So
Why not?
M87, yeah, M87 Games Publishing. This is a Ukrainian TTRPG publishing. And my friend was working on his own projects for a long time, but after the war, full-scale war, he decided he want to make it big. He don't want just his game to become real, to do one Kickstarter. He wanted to make publishing so that he could make more Ukrainian project projects to make localizations, which is important, and I will talk about them later. But overall, he created this publishing, and I became part of it as art director because we worked before on the streaming project together. And this publishing is more about genre games, more about it's more indie and more art house in my view than AAA projects such as D&D, because Sasha loves projects that are compact, that are very beautiful and unique in its own way. So, but it doesn't mean that he won't take some big projects in publishing. You never know, never say never. But now we are focused on his personal projects, some other projects that come along, and localizations. So let's talk about the first project, which I'm very proud of and fond of, is
Yes,
Cavalry.
Cavalry. Yes, I should mention that as you said, art house projects doesn't mean it's low quality projects, because it's really high quality projects. And I know that Cavalry took a long time and lots of energy and experience to work on.
Yeah, this game actually, the work on the rules itself took about 4 years, and Sasha is still polishing them, putting them together, taking out some pieces, writing down another pieces, and it's about I would say 80% done or 70% done, but he's a perfectionist in a good and bad way, but he's doing very good job, uh, uh, and he's having the vision of cavalry. It's and everything we do. So we are trying to transform and to translate his thoughts into a visual. So now you can see two spreadsheets. And the game itself is about mechas, giant robots. They are called in the in-game cataphracts, and their pilots, the specters. So the game takes place in a far, far future, away from Earth. This is very distant sci-fi setting, and I think Alexander would say so much more about the game than me, because I'm not very good at explaining his world, but it fascinates me, and we are inspired by, of course, Dune in some way, and we, as you can see, we found inspiration in Giger's work. We found inspiration in different work of art. And for Sasha, it's very important that every spread look like a piece of art, and everybody knows exactly that this is a cavalry game. So we are now working very, very hard on this project, and you can follow the Patreon to see the progress, to see some sneak peeks, to see some thoughts, even my thoughts, how we decide what we leave, what we change, how do we pick a font, how do we build this font hierarchy, because when you do sci-fi, it is always sans sans serif fonts usually, but we decided, okay, we want some serifs, we want some historic vibes, we want some unique glyph system, and this is very inspiring for me project to work and to be part of. And the art is drawn by Ola Rosulanek. She's talented from to the space. I love and adore her work, and she is so powerful with her mind. She's not just tech girly who would know how to render perfectly this shape. She would think about the concept. She would think why this I don't know piece of metal is here, why he's wearing, why he's looking the way he's looking. So probably it's a little bit overcomplicated, but very inspiring to work with her. And the next project, which I want to tell you about, is UPKA Forever. And if someone don't know what it is, and probably you don't, or maybe you do, so this is
Mhm.
another game of M87 Games, which actually is even a game engine which you can use for your own games, and it has open license, so you can create, sell, and publish new stuff based on UPKA with our open license. Just follow a couple of simple rules, which I do not know, if to be honest. But so game is about 80s. We are inspired by action 80s movies such as Rambo, Terminator, and stuff. You know, this uh big, muscly, oily, strong man, which I don't know, look cool all the time and don't look when there is an explosion. So this is all about that, you and we was inspired by all of that. And as you can see at the left, there is it's actually a bookmark stylized as a commander's sticker. Yeah, I don't know if you remember this, or do you have this, but in our childhood we had gums where you could get some stickers, and you collected them, you traded them. And this UPKA project is more, I think, comedic in itself, but the essence, the core engine is bland, so you can put whatever senses you want. But it's lightweighted D6 system, so you can try it out. And you can see now a sneak peek. Actually, we've been working very hard for 1.5 years on Kamehameha. This is the UPKA supplement, I guess. I get it. It is inspired by shonen anime, so you can do all the crazy stuff, battles in Cosmos final forms, and secret techniques, and that's it. And we were inspired, and the design was inspired by different uh, uh, different Japanese magazines, Shonen Jump. We were looking forward into it, and I hope you will follow the M87 games, because this was not the announce of Kamehameha. Announce will come sooner, and it will be mind blowing. I'm waiting so much to show it, but right now I just can announce the announce. That's all I can do. So
I see in our chat that sorry if I mention the nickname wrong. Itremus says that we have exclusive arts here. Yes, this is true. This is totally exclusive, and you can now see non-official sneak peeks, a little bit of it. So I am. Mhm.
shh, don't tell anyone about it. It's just for you, just for you. But make sure to donate, because I'm here to talk you and to show you sneak peeks, not just for fun. We are gathering some funds, and in chat you now have link to, you can send money on PayPal, buy me a coffee, Monobank, and help Ukraine to survive in this awful I wanna swear a lot, awful war. Oh, my light died. Okay, whatever. Let's go. Let's go next. So the second big thing is localizations. Why they are important? Because before the full-scale war started, uh, still the bookshops or libraries or personal libraries had a lot of Russian localizations, and you were like, I would like to have book in Ukraine. Oh, sorry, the Moscow publishing bought the exclusive rights for this region, so unfortunately you cannot. And the war let us become independent in meaning of book and game field, and a lot of people decided choose to use and play and to take Ukrainian content and to buy it and to support it. So now we have ability to buy license and make Ukrainian localizations, which are needed, which are wanted, and and these two are nothing. We are having so much steaming in our pot. You cannot even imagine. There are a lot of announce are waiting for you, and I'm so excited. But I literally cannot tell you anything. But uh, uh, you can follow us again. And I wanted to say that if you are a creator of the game, maybe which is made abroad, you made your game in English, and you want it to be translated in Ukrainian. We have a wonderful team of translators, editors, and all sort of stuff, and we can do this for project with you. So if you are interested in publishing in M87 games, we're interested in you. And if you want to publish a game in English as well, because we are now trying to do first of all the big Ukrainian releases, but we are interested in making games in English and Ukrainian, so you can reach out and see what happens. And now we are going to talk about Cairn. This is another game which were originally in English and has localization in Deutsch, if I'm right. So we decided we want to make a spin on what there was. There is now a second edition of Cairn, which is have beautiful art and design. But the first edition were pretty simple, and we decided to spice things up and made art and made all this fancy layout. So we want to make beautiful games which take your heart and take your eyes and say, "Take me, buy me, please." So
A call to Loot Goblin.
yeah, a call to Loot Goblin, and he is always thirsty, for sure. And this game is
I'm
free.
sorry to interrupt you, but I should mention that we have in Roleplay Ukraine an auction where you can find some Loot Goblin stuff for you. It is really unique artifacty things from Ukraine. So if you joined our festival, you have a unique chance to join the auction and win some looty things, and don't let anyone put their hands on your stuff.
And about the stuff, Karen is actually free, so you can go to our social media and download the free PDF. And the physical version is something special. We print it sometimes and make auctions in our social media, mostly Instagram. So if you want to get it physical, there is no way, unfortunately, to buy it because it's how the Cairn license work. But you can follow us and see what happens. And of course, we are bringing Cairn to different festivals. For example, I think we available at at the FunCon festival, which is happening in I forgot the name of the month. June, the 8th, 9th of June in Kiev. So if you want one of them, go there. And of course, they are available for a donation. And nowadays, we have some requests from our friends. So probably somewhere in May we will have auctions, so you could get this or maybe something else. I don't know what we will be putting on. So there are a lot of interesting stuff. Okay,
Mhm.
so I
Okay,
think
Kabatek mentioned that the cover is so incredible. I'm amazed. We are happy that you are amazed.
I forgot to tell you that the artist on this thing is I forgot the name. Lubomir Jesus, I forgot. I'm so sorry. Lubomir Provach. I forgot his surname, but when you get the book, it's written down there, so go get it. PDF or not. So
Let's
the
just
next,
say it's a graphic wizard, Lubomir.
yeah, graphic wizard Lubomir, thank you. And I think I skipped the I lost one slide, which is describes my team. Jesus, I've lost it. I've lost slide with my dear designers somehow. But let's think that the idea roll slide will be a divider. So the previous work was part of M87 games. This is the publishing, and this is the stuff I art direct and being part of. And now I will be talking about my agency, which is working with the different TTRPG projects, and which I'm very fond of and proud of, and want to shout out them all and let you know how cool they are. And first of them, which we were working together, is the first guys who came to me when I was a little bit lost. At the beginning of the war was Ideal. They wrote me down, hey, we know you do designs. Do you want to do design? And I was like, yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I want to do design because I do it best. So we made it work. We made for them some stuff that they can use for themselves to make their custom different layouts. Um, and mostly they do work by themselves, and sometimes we drew for them different beautiful pictures for some campaigns or merch and stuff. So I'm very glad that they reach out for me. I'm very I forgot the word. Юля, help me out. Вдячна.
Grateful.
Grateful, yeah, grateful, thankful that they trusted me with this work, and I hope we will do a lot of more beautiful stuff together. And if you are looking for Ukrainian TTRPG games or news or something, they are the cool guys to follow. And you have the QR, so click it or no, scan it now. The next is Architectica, of course. So the next one who reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to do design? And I was like, yeah, the fuck I do. It was Anton. He already was working on Architectica for 10 years. And can you imagine when somebody comes to you and says, hey, I was working on something a very long time, and I would like to ask you to help me with it. This has a little bit too much pressure, to be honest, and I feel honored. I feel honored to be part of Architectica, and We worked and we made the visual for the Kickstarter, but there is Alexei Sherbak, who's a wonderful artist who was working with Anton for a very, very long time, who was drawing all this beautiful stuff. So we just started to work on it, I think a year or year and a half ago. And the lead designer on a project is Mariana Savchur. She's also a designer of mine from Dyvna Agency. And she made wonderful work with all this. She made teeny tiny little illustrations, frames. She made this very complicated typography system, and she's practically made the whole project. And I was saying to the left, to the right, brighter, darker, and stuff. So she would. I would like for her to take most of the credit because she really did a lot of work on that. And right now, Architectica is on a Kickstarter. So if you want this treasure to be part of your collection, my dear Goblin, please go follow the link and look for the Kickstarter. But link is for Imago Code website, if I'm not confusing anything. So let's move on. You're all
Just 1 minute. Anton writes that in chat that he won the right to work with you on charity auction that organized by himself.
yeah.
That's how real conspiracy works. Yes.
Actually, about the auction, that was auction for their design review. So he first of all like won this design review, and after that decided to put trust in my hands and my workers' hands, and I'm still honored because you could have just get this review and okay, good to know what you think, good luck, have fun, but you've trusted me and this is a lot. So yeah. Let's move
I
on.
can just add that Daria Yehorova and her Dyvna Agency is trustworthy.
I hope so. I hope so. So you can see now the Roleplay Ukraine is another project of ours. So if you like how the fest visually looks, this was made by Irina Malish. She's another our precious team member, and I think this design, we were looking for Ukrainian identity. We were inspired by Kharkiv logotypes. We were old school logotypes. I have a book with them, and we were inspired by different patterns. And I don't know how it's translated, but витинанки. Тобто, so yeah, there is and of course you can see the dice and the tiles and stuff, but there are also a lot of thought put into that, and I'm as well glad that Ira made such a wonderful job, and we are as well honored to make a difference, because not every design is supposed to be purely commercial project or something. Some designs are supposed to work for good, and this design is one of them. And now I want to talk about something that I did not do and have zero and didn't put even finger of thought. I wanted to talk about Ukrainian talented community, about the designs that are made by other people. And first thing is The Last Horizon. This is a game made by Dance Forest Camp. This is a small, I believe, publishing. They are making teeny tiny but mighty, mighty, how?
Projects.
projects,
Oh.
projects,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted to say that there are not a lot of prints. So there's maybe 50 or 100 or 200 books up. There are not a lot of stock, but they are very interesting, and they made this game with cassettes with the sounds and stuff, and this is really indie and interesting stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
if you wanna look up to it, I encourage you, and you have the QR. So what are you waiting for?
Yes, and the next lection will actually be about the Last Horizon.
Yes, so
So,
I'm so here you go. Don't leave your
ta-da!
seat after me. Go look into it. And another thing is a journal mimic magazine, I suppose, or journal. This is a small journal with games and arts, and it's interesting thing. It's one of the first periodic prints with the TTRPG thematics, and
Mm-hmm.
it looks really great. And Vladimir puts a lot of heart and thought into this project. And if you want to see something which is alive, evolving, community literally on the papers of these things, I recommend you to look into it. And I wanted to say that uh, when I get it into my hands, I had the feeling of game journals from
Zines, some
yeah,
zines.
zines from zines, and I wanted to tell about game journals of 2000s when you were looking at the different games. And because nowadays you just go and read something in Twitter and stuff, and this is really cool that this hobby about tactile things, about paper things, about the dices, about trinkets and stuff, and that this journal is has its spirit literally in its form. So support it, please. And if I'm not wrong, they're giving part of their uh, прибуток, поможіть, income, part of
Earned
the
money.
part
Mm-hmm.
of the income from the zine to the charity as well. So here you go. And the third project, which I'm very fond of, is Vazen. Vazen about Ukrainian mythology. So it is available in Drive Through RPG, and the print version cannot be available because of legal reasons, but still, this book is filled with beautiful artwork, which is from the community Malawi. They made a separate bestiary about the Ukrainian mythology and let guys to use their artwork in books. So if you want something with culture, if you want something to get to know Ukraine better, I suggest you buy it and try it, because Waze in itself is very mystical and interesting. And if you're liking the vibes of the game, the tempo of the game, maybe try a different setting. And this book is really good, and the layout as well. They did the perfect job of saying in the guidelines of the original book. So shout out to them. They're very good
Mm-hmm.
at what they do. And I think there are a lot of more and more creators which do books, which do YouTube channels, and I cannot actually have enough time to talk about all of them, but you literally just can see
Mm-hmm.
how, despite the darkness, despite the war, uh, people are creating, people are doing stuff. They are not just, I don't know, sitting scared and doing nothing. They're getting their shit together. They're putting a thought. How can I do something? And I think, for example, this ways and think is important. And if I know right, even Free League saw this project as well. So this is cool. This is helps to get awareness. This is helps to let the community see, hey, Ukrainian people making nice, cool, really quality stuff and interesting stuff and wonderful stuff. And um, I think the war itself is horrible because it's about destroying, and this hobby and these people are about creating despite being destroyed. And I'm very honored to be part of this community, and I'm honored to live and see all these wonderful things, all these beautiful minds that I transformed into some really, really cool and inspiring project. So now about projects. I'm so sad that I've lost a slide with my girls. I had a photo of my Dyvna Agency. Guys, I'm sorry. I will fix that next time. But now about the practical stuff. So if you want to be part of M87 Games Publishing, if you want to create something, if you want to publish something, if you wanna just write and send your request, would be really honored to make something together. But if the game does not go along with the trajectory of the publishing, maybe publishing will not be so interested if it's not fits the concept. But Dyvna Agency would like to design as much cool TTRPG stuff as it could be possibly made. So if you are writing stuff, if you are doing stuff but have zero clues how to make it visually beautiful, how to find visual language, if you want consultation, if you want maybe if you want design itself, you can write to us, and we will be more than glad to look what we can do together and what we can come up to and create. And so yeah, that's about Dyvna Agency, and we all are also working with a different geek projects. So if you are doing, I don't know, dices of or boxes or some supplementary of, or maybe you wrote a story and you wanna do a comic book and you want art and you don't know where to go. Hello there, welcome. We are waiting for you. So yeah, if you do some gig stuff, write me. I want to be part of it because I don't want to do once time when I was a young designer, I did papers for morgue which they hang on the toes of the dead people. So I don't want to do that. I would like to do gig projects. Yes, thank you.
I
So
knew you would tell that story.
because it's horrendous. It's just still. This is the most, I think, crazy story about my work. And I had
Mhm.
at that old job the table under the stairs. So when somebody came down to me at the basement, I worked at the basement. All the dust was falling on me, and I was doing this. And now I'm doing beautiful stuff, and I'm really glad that my life turned that way. So let's make cool stuff together. Either way, write everywhere you want, please. And last but not least, you know why we are here. You know that war is still here, unfortunately. And if you don't know what you can do, if you like me don't know how to fire or be helpful in other ways or how to heal, you can send part of your income to the Buy Me a Coffee, Monobank, or PayPal, and the money will go to the people who really can make a difference on the front lines, and this is really, really important. So please, don't be like, I don't know, heartless. I think support this cause, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing nice stuff. Don't stop. Don't. If you're sad, you can be sad a little bit, but after that, get your shit together and do some great stuff. Yeah.
Thank you, Daria. It is a really impressive push for all the people who wants to help Ukraine. And finishing our conversation, I should mention that Alex Sanchez wrote that you are Harry Potter from a design universe. I would say that you are a Hermione who got her shit together in design
Who knows?
universe.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I am from a different faculty and a different character in itself, but we will never know.
Slytherin.
Yeah.
More mysteries opened here.
Yeah.
Okay, if
Wait
I
a second.
see.
I actually have
Mhm.
this trinket about Trinket Goblin, so yeah.
Okay.
I just needed to show that. That's it.
Uh-huh.
That
Okay.
was a Slytherin box. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, so our time limits, our time goes to the limit, and I guess if we don't have any more questions or comments in our chat, then maybe we can finish our conversation. I want to thank Daria again for her beautiful presentation and for talking about designs for us. I'm very glad to have you here, spreading your energy and your knowledge about designs, and thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I am really honored to be here and glad that you're my host. Huge hugs and piles of rays of love and energy, and I don't know, just don't give up. That's it. Thank you all for being
Yes.
here. Love you.
And yes, thank you. And our next lecture will be about the last origin. So please don't go away and join us like in 15 minutes. And now I say goodbye.
Bye.